My name's Russell Higgins and I'm really excited about coming down to South Canterbury to teach a Liberty clinic there. So I look forward to see everyone. Thank you for joining us. Before I arrive, I'd just like to send this to you to give you a little bit of, just real quick, a little bit of an insight into what you might need. So apart from your horse and a positive attitude, there are some tools that really help you with your Liberty. I know the round corral is one that you'll see a lot when people do things at Liberty. And it's a handy tool, but it's not the most important tool. Most important tool that you're going to need is a halter and lead rope. And it doesn't even matter too much what type of halter and lead rope because it's not our primary tool, but it's a great safety net. So you'll absolutely need that. And we're going to need a little something else. So I've just selected a variety of things that I might use. The flag, okay. The stick and string, or a variation of stick and string, which is like a little driving whip. And people often ask what the difference is between these. The flag is a more immediate application of energy and not particularly designed for any sort of practical example for the horse, so not physical contact. We're not going to use this so much in the clinic that we're going to do. So we'll just leave that over there somewhere. This little one here, it's a little more refined. It's not really designed for physical contact. If I do it right, I can have a little snap at the end, so I use it for a recall to gain a horse's attention, let them know I want them back. So something like that, or just a plain, this is a real good one to start with, the old stick and string, and simply because we're going to need a little more reach in our application. It's hard to be in front of a horse's drive line and behind it at the same time. One of the disadvantages we have, an average horse, of which none actually exist, but an average horse is about 2.7 meters long. I'm about 20 centimeters long, so I need a little bit of reach. So in order for us to use these tools, there are some prerequisites. So I'd just like to go through those with you. If my horse is scared of any of these tools, either in my hands or somebody else's hands, they're not going to work very well. You're going to reach a plateau. You're going to make some progress, but you'll reach a plateau pretty quick, and it won't give you the results that you really want. So prerequisites would be, if I had a stick and string here, firstly, I need to be able to make physical contact. That shouldn't bother my horse. I should be able to touch him everywhere with it. That shouldn't be an issue. Obviously both sides. The motion of it shouldn't be an issue for him. The sound of it shouldn't be an issue for him. So if we're doing things like this, that shouldn't be a problem. And obviously contacting him shouldn't be an issue. So if I was to do something like that, that shouldn't cause him to be threatened. Okay, so that's a big thing. If we have a horse that is worried about that, you're not going to reach the benefit, get the benefit out of it that you could. So that is certainly one of them. And before we get to teaching you what I really want to teach you, which is largely going to be around draw and how to get a horse willingly coming to you and wanting to be with you, there's a little bit of safety needs to be taken into consideration here. So before we think about, hey, let's get him cantering to us, he's got to be able to stop. Okay, so him being mindful of your space, I'm going to do things like this. This will be a prerequisite. Could I bring my energy up and ask him to back? If he can back out like that, I know he's mindful of my space, he's communicating with me, he understands my intention. I'm a lot safer already. That's okay, you stay there, I'll come to you. I also want to be able to do things like this. If I walk behind his drive line in towards his hindquarters, I want him to be able to yield those hindquarters around, obviously on both sides. That's going to be important for us. Another really big one from a safety point of view is the forehand. So the nose and the shoulder, that needs to go away from me. If I come along here, I want him thinking about moving that around. Now these are just little prerequisites that make this whole deal work a lot better, makes it a lot safer. And the better you can do these, the more responsive your horse is, the easier what I'm going to introduce to you will be. The safer it will be, and that's really important to me, and the more you're going to progress. Okay, so It would be nice if we didn't spend a lot of time working on these what I would call very basic yields that everybody should have regardless of what you want to do with your horse, because there's a lot of benefit to them. So with that in mind, what we want to offer you is a 30-day free trial to our membership group. Now, we call it the RH Coaching Club. You can probably figure out why. So the coaching club has a lot of benefits, but the thing I want you to focus on right away is the Connected Horse course. So in the Connected Horse course, it's a ground skills course that will show you how to do what I've just demonstrated there. It shows you a lot more than that, but I've just shown you the very basics that I want you to have. How to build a horse's confidence with sensation, with sound, with motion, how to get the yields going. So, you know, forwards, backwards, right, left, up and down, hindquarters, forehand, all those things. So you can just click on the link that All Being Well will provide and go in and just get a 30-day free trial, which will take us to about the time of our clinic. So if you arrived with those already in place, I know we're going to make a lot more progress and get to the fun stuff a lot quicker. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you. Good luck.